Good morning, and welcome to episode 93 of Getting Rich. I'm your host, Rich Checkan, president of Asset Strategies International, and today is Wednesday, October 12th, 2022. Today I'm joining you live from beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana. I am down here through the weekend participating in Brian London's New Orleans Investment Conference. This is the granddaddy of investment conferences. It started back in the 1970s with Brian's predecessor, Jim Blanchard, who was basically the point of the spear for the hard money movement here in the United States, and a big reason why gold was legalized back in 1975. So it's important that we're here at this conference because back in the 70s when Jim started this conference, there were a lot of things happening that are happening right now. But there's one important thing that's different. So since the Fed has been trying to pull the punch from the party and raise interest rates, the markets have reacted. They continue to fall. The Dow is down 20% on the year, below 30,000 at 29K. The S&P 500 is down 24% for the year, below 3.6K. And the NASDAQ is down 33% for the year, down below 11K at 10.5K. So the markets are all down. Even Bitcoin is struggling to hold the $19,000 level when just last year it saw lofty levels around 60K per Bitcoin. There is talk of recession and how we may or may not be in recession. I don't know why we're still having this conversation. We're in a recession. We've been in a recession. We have rising interest rates as Chairman Jerome Powell and the Fed try to go after rising inflation. Of course, inflation is rising. We got the PPI numbers, Producer Price Index numbers, coming out later today, and they should be above 8% again. And then tomorrow we've got the Consumer Price Index numbers, which everybody anticipates will still be above 8%, leveling off at the top end of the range. So we still have an inflation problem, even though we have strong employment numbers. And that's really the only reason why we aren't in a stagflationary environment like we saw in the 1970s right now. But it is still an environment where everything you own, okay, all your assets, all your wealth is falling in value as everything you need to survive is going up in price. It is not a good situation, and with this background, we expect the Fed in November to raise another 75 basis points. Let's take a look at the numbers for the past week. Gold is down to $1,670.70 per ounce from $1,713.80 last week. That's a 2.5% drop. Silver is down 6.3% to $19.27 from $20.56 last week. Platinum is down 2.9% to $902 from $929 last week. And palladium is down 7% to $2,235 an ounce from $2,404 last week. With silver falling further than gold, as you can expect, the gold-silver ratio is up a little. Takes more ounces of silver to buy an ounce of gold this week. It's at $87.13 for the index, where it was $83.71 last week. And the dollar strengthened a little after falling considerably from about 116 on the index to 110, just below 111. It's back up to 113.15 this week. The important thing is nothing's changing. We are not getting a grip on inflation, and we're not going to do it at 75 basis points at a time. Your best protection going forward is gold. Make no mistake about it. Take advantage of these bargain basement prices and do what you can to protect your wealth. As always, we like you to go ahead and subscribe and follow us on YouTube. Send us your comments and questions. Follow our social media and our newsletters, both monthly and twice weekly newsletters, information line, and always something interesting. And whatever you do, don't ever forget, as Jim Blanchard started this back in the 70s, don't ever forget that getting rich starts with keeping what's yours.